I came across a fairly comprehensive article about the machinations and effects of narcissistic denial. So instead of going on about it personally, I thought I'd just go ahead and read the article with a little bit of music and mood lighting. I don't know about the mood lighting, but we can do something about the ambience, the audio ambience, apart from that. But anyway, this article is called Narcissistic Denial: Pathological Distortions and Alternate Realities by Julie L. Hall. A refusal to acknowledge a threatening, uncomfortable, or inconvenient truth, denial, is a developmentally normal, unconscious defense mechanism of early childhood. Children may deny a bad feeling like jealousy to preserve their self-esteem, or they may deny a destabilizing feeling like fear of an abusive parent to preserve attachment with that caregiver. Like shock, short-term denial can function as a temporary protection against the full impact of something painful or overwhelming. But ongoing denial in adulthood, a defining trait of pathological narcissism, becomes a choice to engage in distortions of reality. Narcissistic denials of convenience. The narcissist denial becomes a kind of Jesus Christ. The narcissist denial becomes a kind of self-deception in which accurate perception is ignored and replaced with preferred distortions. Such distortions can range from subtle misrepresentations to unrecognizable alterations of reality. The following examples of common forms of denial involve a mother denying her rageful husband's physical abuse of their son. Dismissal. Dismissing pushes away a fact as unworthy of attention. Example: that was so long ago, I can't remember what actually happened. Haven't you gotten over that? Justification. Justifying rationalizes a fact to make it sound reasonable. Example: your father was disciplining you for your own good because you were out of control and needed a firm hand. Minimization. Minimizing acknowledges a fact but reduces its importance or effect. Example: your father got angry sometimes, but he was always there for you. Negation. Negating is an outright disavowal of the truth. Example: your father never laid a hand on you, and you know it. Reversal. Reversing asserts a wishful, fantasy-based opposite version of the truth. Example: your father has always been kind and loving with you. He's a saint, and you're lucky to have him. Effects of narcissistic denial. Sharing information and mirroring reality are primary dimensions of human relationships. In infancy and early childhood, we are almost entirely reliant on our parents to teach us about ourselves and the world around us. If our principal caregivers and models reflect back inaccurate or outright false interpretations of reality, it creates ongoing cognitive dissonance between what we feel and perceive and what we are told is happening. Such distortions lead to degraded trust, alienation from our physical instincts, chronic self-doubt, and other profound disruptions to our identity, development, and ability to form attachments. Overcoming narcissistic denial. Children who have ongoing forms of denial normalized at home become more vulnerable to denial-based manipulations and coercion later in life, on the part of narcissistic partners, friends, and others in positions of influence and authority. To overcome such confusion and vulnerability, it becomes necessary to identify the patterns of denial we have experienced and recontextualize those experiences with our increased knowledge and understanding. As we work on separating from the false narratives of narcissistic and otherwise disordered people in our lives, Many of us find ourselves reconstructing reality in alignment with what we have intuitively known to be true for a very long time. Article by Julie L. Hall. I thought that one was fairly comprehensive and worth sharing. So there we have it. Hope it's useful, and thanks for tuning in.